They have entered the country illegally. They have entered the country illegally.
The claim should be processed.
Right, well,
But I hope you never get power, Ben. I hope you never, in your lifetime, being the kind of unsympathetic, ungenerous soul that you are, I hope you never get power. I've never been this angry on this show.
Yasmin.
The way you talk about human beings is atrocious.
The nation-state of the United Kingdom itself faces an existential threat as a result of the policies being pursued by government. The government
we are doing fine. They said that when we came. Shall I tell you, when Ugandan nations came, this was the same language used. And do you know how many Americans have come into our country in the last 6 months? Do you know how many Americans have entered our country and are living here and working here?
No, tell me.
Go check the figures. Go check the figures.
Well, how many?
Yes. Huge numbers.
Well, how many?
Well,
you're asking him how many. No, you've got to tell me how many.
No, I'm just saying there's a vast influx like there was. I wrote a book a few years ago called Who Do We Think We Are? And in that year, and I can't remember, it was about 9 years ago, there were more American migrants in this country than there were Jamaicans. Nobody spoke about them.
Why is ethnicity... What is ethnicity?
They come from a country where they don't need to leave.
But why does ethnicity loom so large in your mind, Yasmin?
Sorry?
Under Trump, you say they don't...
Now they're fleeing Trump. Yes, they're fleeing Trump.
Hello, everyone. I know I'm putting out a lot of videos at the moment, but there's so much going on, and I just feel like I need to cover it. At the very least, to try and make sense of it all myself, but I'm doing a little bit of digging around this mass illegal migration situation. So, as you saw in the video I just shared then, there's some radical claims about how we've got more US migrants coming in. The numbers are astronomical, apparently. More than illegals, which is just not correct, which I'm going to get into. And we're going to look a little bit at crime statistics as well. So, we're going to look at what kind of migrants would we prefer? Illegals from God knows where, or American migrants. That's a strange argument from her side. But in that video, I mean, what we're looking at is two individuals who weren't born in the UK who are debating our migration policy. So, of course, and clearly she has a bias, which is against probably most normal people in the UK. So I wanted to go into that in a little bit of detail as well. What we're finding, which is very strange, and I've mentioned this in a few of my last videos about the left, the political left. They have a very, very different approach and belief and viewpoint of illegal migrants than we do. We're told continuously that the people coming in are women and children. We're going to go into that. And we're told, obviously, that we welcome them. Generally speaking, the general population are more than happy with helping these these poor asylum seekers. But as I say, who are they? What are they bringing into the country? And what is the intention? We're also going to touch a little bit on who's actually funding this operation as well. So stay with me. So as of 2021, ONS estimated 166,000 US citizens living in the UK, roughly matching census figures. In 2024, we had just over 5,500 Americans were granted settlement. 20% increase of 2023. Obviously, all of these are legal. Early 2025, we've seen nearly 2,000 American applicants for UK citizenship. I don't know why. Anyway, I think I'd be doing the exchange the other way around. But anyway, UK citizenship in just the first 3 months. Already a new quarterly record. So yeah, there's definitely been an increase. That same period recorded a 30% surge in American citizenship applications compared to 2024. So she was saying that the numbers are staggering and you're going to be shocked. I mean, 2,000 halfway through the year, that's a little bit different than what we're seeing when it comes to illegal migration. So between 600,000 and 1.2 million irregular migrants in the UK in recent years. So 2025, it's been reported an estimate of around 585,000 illegal migrants in London alone. Okay. The Greater London Authority 2017 data and Oxford studies suggest somewhere between 600 and 750,000 undocumented people in London. In the UK. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. So undocumented people in the UK, we're looking at 750,000. And she's got the audacity to say the numbers when it comes to US citizens migrating to the UK, that the numbers are unbelievable. So when we look at what we're seeing in 2025 alone, so in the first 6 months of 2025, nearly 20,000 people have crossed the English Channel in small boats, a 48% increase compared to the same period in 2024. I thought Labour was smashing the gangs. What's So this represents the highest number of crossings for the first half of 1 year since records began. Oh my God! And these people are defending this. It's mind-blowing. So she's comparing obviously US citizens to illegal immigrants. So I wanted to have a little look at the published data when it comes to crime. So Home Office doesn't publish breakdowns by immigration status. That's great. The Home Office admitted their systems are not yet equipped to produce reliable data on criminal offences by foreign nationals, including undocumented. So we can track every transfer you've done on the crypto market or every penny you earn in tax. We've got surveillance, which is now tracking if you're on your phone while you're driving in your car or wearing your seatbelt. But we can't track crime statistics based on their ethnicity. So proportion of foreign nationals in prison remains notable. As of Q1 2024, 10,422 foreign nationals made up 12% of England and Wales population, so of 87,000 total prisoners. Foreign nationals convicted of certain offences, 2025 Ministry of Justice data, so 27% more likely to be imprisoned overall. For sexual offences, non-British nationals were 3.5 times more likely to be arrested. Wowzers. So looking at the American crime statistics, so a Reddit analysis referring to public prison data suggested in 2021 there was around 46 US-born prisoners in the UK, approximately 1.3 per 100,000. So for context, foreign nationals in the UK, so as of 2024, foreign nationals made up 10,422 prisoners, so 12% of the total prison population. American ranked as the lowest, so the lowest of nationalities, below heavily represented groups like Albanians, Poles, Romanians and Irish. I mean, she's just talking utter nonsense. So American nationals, so we're looking at American ranks among the least likely of foreign nationals to be imprisoned in the UK. So lower rates alongside Indian, German, French, Chinese citizens. For example, the 2021 Reddit source data suggests that only around 46, we've gone over that, so 7 per 100,000. So where's the comparison? I mean, yeah, what this is cultural relativism. So essentially all cultures are relative. There's no difference when it comes to different individual cultures living in different countries, which, it's just not true at all. And hopefully these numbers show that. So foreign nationals overall, as of early 2024, foreign nationals make up 12% of prison population in England and Wales. Arrest rates by nationality. So foreign-born individuals are arrested at about twice the rate of UK-born citizens. So 24 against 12 per 100,000. For sexual offences, foreign nationals are 3.5 times more likely to be arrested than Britons. Is it that they're more likely to be arrested or to commit the offence? I mean, I know which way that will be twisted by obviously the so tolerant and loving left. But yeah, make of that what you will. So since January 2018, 71% of people detected arriving irregularly have... So this is the argument of, is it predominantly women and children? Absolutely not. So 71% have been adults, adult males aged over 18. Just under 1/5, 18% of detected irregular arrivals have been children under the age of 17. So almost 3/5, 57% of detected irregular arrivals in the UK in the year ending March 2025 were from 5 nationalities: Afghan, Iranians, Syrians, Eritreans, and Sudanese. The most common nationality detected irregularly arriving in the latest year were Afghans at 6.051%, of whom 95% have arrived on small boats. So yeah, so Iranian, Syrian, Sudanese, I mean, you know, we're told that these are fleeing war-torn countries. I mean, Sudan, obviously, we know what's going on over there, but yeah, I mean, are these asylum seekers? Are they really? So this is something I'm a little bit concerned about. So in the UK, migrants are disproportionately affected by HIV, which a significant percentage of new diagnoses are occurring among individuals born abroad. Specifically, in 2019, 62% of all new HIV diagnoses, including those previously diagnosed overseas, were amongst migrants. So, I mean, what are they bringing with them? This is my concern. So we're not vetting these people. We're basically just letting anyone in. And what are they bringing in? And then obviously there's been all these rumours and now investigations around sort of these rape gangs as well. So this is extremely concerning, I would say, from my perspective. So they've even got a dedicated page on the Gov website. Sexually transmitted infections, STIs, migrant health guide. I had a read of this. It's pretty ugly. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but advice and guidance on the health needs of migrant patients for healthcare practitioners. So they're coming over and we're treating them whilst allowing them to just live here illegally. So when you start looking into who's actually funding the boat crossings, I'll go into that in a moment, but one of the companies that essentially funding their hotels and the property, so private rent, is none other than Serco, who were astronomical around the whole COVID propaganda and the solution that was offered, the testing centres. I mean, who are these guys and why are they always behind the funding of agendas that we do not want in this country? So Serco provides asylum accommodation and support services in the northwest of England, Midlands and the east of England. Our purpose is the provision of accommodation, transportation and subsidy payments for asylum seekers whilst their claims are being processed. We are responsible, of course, for over 30,000 asylum seekers with a portfolio of more than 7,000 properties. Our operating model is based on leasing properties from a wide network of landlords, investors and agents, with Serco acting as a tenant. That's really interesting. Serco Group PLC is a publicly traded company, meaning it is owned by its shareholders. Major institutional investors including JP Morgan Asset Management UK, Wellington Management International, FIL Investment Advisors, BlackRock Investment Management, of course. The company was initially founded in 1929 as a UK division of the Radio Corporation of America. That's interesting. But was later bought out by its management team. So when you're looking at who's actually funding these people coming over on the boats as well. So I was having a little look into it, and you're looking at somewhere around £20,000 to pay the gangs assisting these individuals over the channel. So who's paying that as well, which is quite interesting. George Soros is a name that pops up a few times when you start looking into it, and a certain demographic of people. So private companies contracted to run government-funded accommodation for asylum seekers in the UK have collectively paid 121 million in dividends to shareholders since securing their most recent contracts in 2019, round about the time of that situation, if you remember. Mears, Serco and Clearsprings, the three firms that have been awarded the contracts to run the vast majority of UK asylum seekers accommodation, also posted collective profits. Since 2019, Clearsprings Ready Homes Limited had posted profits of 42.7 million to be paid, and paid 37.9 million in dividends. According to company's house findings, Clearspring House stock is mostly used for asylum seeker accommodation, but they also provide private rented accommodation as well as non-convention rentals, such as homes for ex-convicts. So Mears, a social housing provider, has recorded net profits of 89,800,000 from a combination of conventional rentals and asylum seeker accommodation. The company won a contract to provide asylum seekers accommodation in the North England and Yorkshire, Scotland and Northern Ireland. So this is a Reuters article. Serco and Mears have won contracts totaling £2.9 billion from the British government to provide accommodation and support of asylum seekers, lifting shares in both outsourcing firms. Valued at £1.9 billion for Serco and £1 billion for Mears, the 10-year contract was awarded in Britain by Britain's Home Office, Visas and Immigration Department under the Asylum Accommodation and Support contract of AASC. Shares in Serco were up 6.5% at 108.8 cents to 1253 on Tuesday, while Mears rose from 6.2. Yeah, okay. British government is awarding contracts worth a total of 4 billion. Fuck. So they're behind it. They're not trying to stop anything. To house asylum seekers, the source said. Okay. But last year's collapse in Caerleon dampened appetite, riskier project. Okay. Anyway, so this is concerning because we're told that they're trying. We know they're not. They're trying to stop the boats. This is a mass program which has got a huge load of investment funneling through the government via these third-party companies, Serco and Mears, obviously, and others, who are, in my opinion, essentially working against the interest of the British people. Whereas we're told that we are supporting asylum seekers from war-torn countries. But for me, there's a shady operation going on here, and someone's investing the money here, and maybe we should find out where it's coming from. What I'm concerned about, and most people are, is we are getting fighting age men coming over to the UK illegally in their drones, and the state is funding them staying here. Who are they, why, and what's on the horizon? So, not my last video, the one before, I had a little bit of a theory around how I believe this is all going to play out World War III wise. The false right wing, the push, aggressive push by the left to start pissing everyone off, and then they're going to steer the organic and natural progressive right wing movement in a specific direction. So go and watch that if you can. That was 2 videos ago. And let me know your thoughts on that. So more videos like this are coming. I've got a few that I'm already working on. Please share, like, subscribe if you like the content. I'm going to do as many of these as I can. Yeah, 2025. What a mad year.